Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it. But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
180!
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Switch.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Manning. It's complete to Golden Tate.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Come on, set. AT Gator. Watch the run. Leo. Watch the twist. Whip. Watch the hit.
On 3rd down, Barkley. He's got daylight. 20. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, This is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On the ground with a rookie from Iowa State, David Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by Antoine Bethea.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return, it's Tate. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A 1st down carry for Barkley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. From the 39, Manning, pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. And Tate's got it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check nine, check nine. Check three, check three. Hatchet. Defense.
On 2nd and 9, Manning. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Slant.
Shotgun now for Manning. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Rosas' kick is good. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
Keep playing.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy?
Now it's Trubisky. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they're facing a very tough 3rd and 11. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Get out! 180! Who that? Check 4!
1st down, a run with Cohen. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Trubisky gives to Cohen. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
180! Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Lock in.
Here's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check.
Now Trubisky to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
180. Let's go. Double time.
A give to Cohen. He heads right. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. The tally there, minus 2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and goal, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Golden. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we heavy on the edges. Check. Hard. Big gap. He's coming.
Throwing now is Manning. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
On the set. Go against the mic. I'm here all day. Check 24. Tighten up. Hey, lock it. Watch the safety creep.
Manning now on 1st down. And now finally he'll be forced to go down, just protecting the football, hitting the turf. It's a sack. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and long. Manning. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Under 10. Go on. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Switch. Hey.
From the gun, it's Manning. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off the toss, Cohen. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Trubisky. Escape. Now Trubisky lost the football. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Pick it up, D. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Rock it. Check 49.
Here's Manning to throw. Caught right side, Tate. A gain of 32 that time. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit them with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Sam off. Check. 5.
Manning now on 1st down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. 5. 59. Now.
Working from the gun, Manning. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Again, they'll throw with Manning. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the run, watch the run. Switch. Check 37, check 37. Hey.
They'll go to Barkley again. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Manning. It's brought in left side by Tate. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
New York.
Ready. Let's get it. Check. Back.
Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
58, come on. Here we go.
Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. T.J. Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kareem Martin in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Forced out to his left. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. This is Cohen on the toss. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
59. Hey, I'm coming. Jim.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
It's our time. Look, squeeze. Kill.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Hey.
Throwing is Manning on third down. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, and this is picked up by the Bears. He was back there forever. You got to get rid of the football there.
I mean, the amount of time he had was probably double what you normally have to throw the football, and he doesn't find anyone, so you're exactly right. He's got to get rid of it. But the next question I would have is, what were the receivers doing? In that amount of time, someone's got to find their way open.
Because the normal time, 3.5 seconds to get rid of it.
Somewhere in that neighborhood, and they really doubled that. That's not supposed to happen where he still has the football, and he ends up losing it.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Defense wins championships, baby.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the...
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Alec Ogletree. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Flushed out right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
I'm coming after you. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They begin with a run by Davis. And an alley to run. And all the way down to the 42. A huge play there for Chicago. 57 yards. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Hey, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just called the plays. We should have had...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Gallman. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Go.
From the 44, Manning. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day?
Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 93 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead. Now it's Trubisky. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The Bears on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Trubisky now 9 of 17 through the air. Trubisky will throw. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Trubisky, and he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dalvin Tomlinson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime, obviously hit home.